I've been waiting. I just love making grand entrances. Yes, well, guess who I am? Yes, I am Dracula's... was Dracula's bride. You see, he actually died just 2 weeks ago, darling. And, you know, he seemed to be such a healthy individual and promises all the time about eternal life, and actually it was all a lie. It was truly all a lie, because he died, and so he has left me as a widow. And how can that be? He was making all this promise about bringing me blood every morning for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it did get kind of boring after a while, but he promised romance, and he promised love, but actually we were always in the dark, and we were always hiding, and it was really not kind of a life for a couple. And so now that he's dead, well, he only died just 2 weeks ago, I started to get really, really thirsty, and I had this problem with blood, and since I never went hunting, that was his job. I was just at home to stew it, you know, maybe add some kind of something to it. Well, we won't go into those details, but so it's been 1 week, and I was starving, and I was losing weight, and I was hanging from one tree branch to the other, trying to survive, hiding, and I was forlorn, because I would remember how it used to be when I was a child, and how I used to be like all the other children and drink milk. And those days were so far gone, so far away. Was there any hope for me? I was going to die too. And all those promises of eternal life. See, in the dark realm of the spiritual realm, vampires and witches and warlocks and all those evil people, well, we all congregate together and we all talk about promise of eternal life. And whenever anyone would mention God, or anyone mentioned Jesus Christ, we didn't want to hear those names because they were the enemy. In fact, we all believed that God had lied to Adam and Eve, saying that they would die if they ate that fruit. And, of course, we believed in the snake and his wonderful beauty, telling us that he would give us eternal life if we followed him. So vampires and witches and warlocks, we all truly believe in Satan. But you know what? It's all a lie. And that's why when Dracula died, I knew deep down inside that all the evil we were doing, we would be judged. And sometimes at night, I thought I would hear Dracula screaming from hell. So I didn't know what to do. Would God truly receive me? And so one evening, because I would sleep during the day, one evening while I was hanging from a branch, trying to look like a bat, wondering how I was going to survive another day without blood, because really I didn't have it in my heart to kill some animal or human being. I mean, I was a bride. So now that I was a widow, I knew I was going to be in for it. And so I prayed, and I said, God, if you truly are who they say you are, would you please save me? And then suddenly there was a torch, and I looked down from the tree branch that I was hanging from. Actually, I was like this. And I looked down, and who was down there with a torch, whisking it back and forth? And I couldn't believe it. It was Goldilocks. And not just Goldilocks, it was Bo Peep, and, well, then there was Natasha Badenoff, and all three of them were calling out to me, saying, Dracula's bride. And I would say, widow, you mean? And I truly was so despairing. And I started crying, and they said, come down, we have some blood that you haven't really understood. I was so bloodthirsty. If they would give me some blood, I would be so grateful. So I came down, and there didn't offer me blood. they showed me was a cross. And always before, when I would see this cross, I would cower. I would cower in fear because that cross had some kind of power, and I thought it was evil power. And that didn't make any sense because I was evil. So why wouldn't I be attracted to it? But this time, as Natasha Badenov was holding the cross in front of me, it was drawing me to it. And this is what they said. They said, Dracula's bride, and I corrected them and said widow. They said, okay, Dracula's widow. The blood that we want to talk to you about is Jesus' blood that was offered to you when he died on the cross. And I said, you mean I don't have to steal that blood? He's giving it to me? Freely? And they said, yes, but it's not something that you drink. No, they said, it's something that you receive and it covers you. And then, when it covers you, you receive eternal life. And then I knew this was the truth. So, I asked Jesus to come into my life. And I received that blood. Not the blood through the mouth, but the blood that covered my sins. Because I knew truly I was addicted to evil in evil ways. And so, at that moment, when I received Jesus to come into my life, I didn't want to be this way anymore. So yesterday, after that experience, I decided to take off this cape. And then I went to the parlor and I decided to be a blonde. And now, today, I'm waiting for Natasha. She's going to take me to shop and I'm going to buy a white dress because now I am Jesus Christ's bride. White should be what I should be wearing. N'est-ce pas, as the French say. So I am no longer